Om Ishvaro Viratmeti.
Om Ishvaro Viratmeti.
Murti Bheda Vibhagine.
Vivahine
Vyoma Vadvyapta Dehaya.
Vyoma Vadyapta Dehaya
Dakshinamurtaye Namaha.
Dakshinamurtaye Namaha
Sada Shiva Samarampham.
Sada Shiva Samarambham
Shankaracharya Madhyamam.
Shankaracharya Madhyamam
Asmadacharya Paryantam.
Asmadacharya Paryantam
Vande Guru Paramparam.
Vande Paramparam
Om Sahana Bhavatu.
Om Sahana Bhavatu
Sahanau Bhunaktu.
Sahanau Bhunaktu
Sahaviryam Karavavahai.
Sahaviryam Karavavahai
Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai.
Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Shanti Shanti Shanti
Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam.
Bhaktaya Pradibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam
Vyasena gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam.
Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam
Advaitamritavarshiniം Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayinim.
Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayini
Atvamanusandadhami Bhagavat Gite Bhavatveshinim.
Ambatvamanusanthadhami Bhagavat Gite Bhavatveshini
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutastham Siddhyaistavaihi.
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutas Sunvanti Divyaistavaihi
Vedai Sangapadakramo Upanishadairgayanti Yam Tamagaha.
Vedai Sangha Padakramo Upanishadhai Gayanti Yamagaha
Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha.
Dhyanavastita tattatena manasa Pashyanti yoginaha
Yasyantanna vidussurasuraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha.
Yasyam vidussurasuraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha
आपूर्यमाणम् अचलप्रतिष्ठम् समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत् कामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी विहाय कामान् सर्वान् पुमांश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिमधिगच्छति एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यते स्थित्वा सामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति. Yesterday we saw this verse also 71 and we have seen last verse half Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati. But in 17th last verse Bhagavan has compared Sthita Prajna with ocean. Ocean is full. Sthita Prajna is full with one's own nature. So he doesn't need any happiness from outside. And Achalam Pratishtam, ocean is independent. Same way, Atmagnani or Sthita Prajna also independent. He never dependent on anyone else. That we have seen. And last, Vihaya Kaman, we have seen that verse. Vihaya Kaman yas sarvan pumansh charati nispruhaha nirmamo nirahankaraha sashanti madhigacchati. Bhagavan says, Puman charati. Any person can move in the object of sense object, but how that person should move, vihaya kaman, having given up, vihaya sarvan kaman vihaya, having given up all binding desire, and after that a person moves in the sense object, and how should be the disposition of that person. So Bhagavan has used three: nispruhaha, nirmamaha, nirahankaraha. Nispruhaha, we have seen that person doesn't require, he is not longing for external object for its own happiness. It's called nispruhaha. Nirmamaha, mamaha means mindness. Nirmamaha means one who doesn't have ownership regarding anything else in the world. It's called nirmamaha. And we have also seen why a person doesn't have this mindness ownership, because that person sees whole world as a oneself only. I am the Brahma and I am all pervading. For such person, how can be me and mine possible? That's why that person is nirmamaha and nirahankaraha. We have seen there is two type of ahankaraha is talked about in Shastra. Generally, ahankaraha, if we say, it's called ahankaroti. Ahankaroti means I do. The meaning of ahankaroti. But one who is person keep on boasting, it's also, we can say, is ahankari. But generally, in scriptures, when ahankara word comes, the meaning is our identification with body, mind, sense complex is called ahankari. But this person is nira ahankaraha, because this person 100% knows I am not body, mind, sense complex. These instruments are given to me to interact with whole jagat. That's why nir ahankaraha saha shanti madhigacchati. That person totally attain shanti, and here the meaning of shanti is not simple peace, but Shankaracharya ji has written the meaning of shanti is that person is 100% peaceful inside his or her mind. And the meaning of peaceful means he doesn't have any type of complaint for anyone in whole jagat, and that person knows aham ananda swarupaha, Aham Chaitanya Swarupaha, that is called Shanti Madhigacchati. Mokshakya Shanti Madhigacchati, that Shankaracharya ji has written, that we have seen all. And we have seen also relatively how we can become Nispruhaha, Nirmamaha and Nirahankara. Nispruhaha means external objects, longing of external object. But how generally we people can be Nispruhaha? So it will come in actually third chapter. But whatever come to us, first we offer to Ishvara, and if we use, then our spruha, longing, relatively less. It's called nispruha. Nirmamaha. Mama means mine. This is my father, my husband, my son, my sister, my aunt, uncle, whatever. But this mamakara, how can it goes? Shankaracharya says, even in third chapter, Pujya Swamiji used to say, if person starts thinking, I am not any role, I am playing a role, then there is a distance, even though it is not physical, but in our understanding, it is a distance. Okay, I am playing a role, I am not role. It's called nirmamaha. I am playing a role of father. In the front of my wife, I am playing a role of husband. All type of roles I am playing, but I am not that role. Then that mama will go. And last one is nir ahankara. We should not have too much identification with our body and mind or our whole thought process. And how can a little bit less, relatively less? So only one logical sentence we can always tell to our mind: seer cannot be seen. If we are seer and if we are seeing everything, then we never claim what have been seen is me myself. If we can see the sun, sun sun, then sun is seen and we are seer. We cannot claim we are sun. Same thing, we can see our building, our house. We can see this is a house, then a house is a drishyam. In Sanskritam, in English is seen. We never claim we are a house. Same way we can see our body. We can see subtly our thought process, but here we make mistake and we says, I am Sukhi, I am Dukhi, I am 65 kg, I am 70 kg. We starts our identification with body. But when we say, even I can see my body, then body, I cannot be body. Body is given to me, but I am not body. This thinking, if we keep on going on, then one day will come, we may become relatively less nir ahankari, less identification with our body. That Bhagavan has says, and such person, if move in whole world of sense of all sense object, still that person shanti mati gacchati. And Shankaracharya ji has given the meaning of shanti means uparama, the cessation. Dukkha means all type of pain, from birth to death, many type of pain. That cessation is totally cessation. Sarva sansara dukkha uparama. When we understand 100%, I am not body, mind, sense complex, I am all pervading consciousness, then all pain regarding samsara, that will be ceased, that will be over. It's called moksha. That our mind is cheerful is called moksha. Akya, by the name, the name is given to that mind is moksha. Again, Shankaracharya ji has repeated, moksha is not after death. The meaning of moksha is while living only, our mind is out of confusion. While living only, our mind is above all type of expectation, all type of pain. It's called Shanti. That we have seen. And now last one. Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha Ainam Prapya Na Vipuhyati Asyam Sthitva Antakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Ruchyati. The meaning of Ruchyati, Esham Brahmi Sthiti, that we have seen. The literally translation of Sthiti means the state, and Brahmi means connected to Brahma. But when we translate this condition as a state, then it is not correct, because being state is always keep on changing. If we say this is a waking state, then time will come, we will go to sleep, then sleep state, then dream state. So different type of state is called sthiti. That's why Shankaracharya ji is explained, even Puja Swami ji is explained in home study. There is a one word frequently used, is called nishtha. Nishtha means nitaram sthiti, well established firm conviction about oneself, who we are. It's called nishtha. In any time, if we ask, if we are sthita pregnant, if we ask, who are you? Then we never claim our body mind. But we can, in spite of giving answer, this body is given, but we know this is body is not myself. This type of firm conviction is called nishtha. So here, sthiti is used by Bhagavan. Sthiti is not state, but the meaning of sthiti is nishtha. And the meaning of Brahmi means connected to Brahman. When 100% at all time we know I am not separate from Brahma, but really speaking, I am Brahma. It's called Brahmi Sthiti. Brahmanishta, or connected to Brahma, is called Brahmi. So Brahmi Sthiti, one we get, then we never become deluded about oneself. So it says, when sthiti comes, then waking states, dream, sleep, all type of states comes. Even by birth, we are very young. We can say we are toddler, then young, then adult, then old. All are sthiti. So sthiti is not state, but sthiti is nishtha. And Bhagavan says, we have seen up to here. Now Bhagavan says, enam prapya na vimuhyati. Having gained this type of knowledge, firm conviction regarding oneself, then that person na vimuhyati. There is no wrong notions about oneself. In that person also, situation may arise which is not comfortable to that person. But he never did, why to this situation to me? Why me? That type of question never comes. Such person's life is called na vipuyati. Even Shankaracharya has written, no more jiva. That jivatvam, tvam has been gone. He knows this body and mind will remain up to prarabdha karma is there. After that, no more birth also. It's called na vipuyati. All type of delusion, illusion, everything will go. It's called na vimuyati. And somebody can ask, at what stage of life we can have such knowledge? That's why Bhagavan says, if person is fortunate and even that get that knowledge, antakale api, at the time of end, deathbed, if person is there, and he or she is interested in self-knowledge, and if by fortunate that person gains that knowledge, and if he get that type of nishtha, sthiti, then that person also Brahma Nirvanam Ruchyati. That person can have Brahma Nirvana, means moksha. And I told this Nirvana word, Bhagavan Buddha has taken from our Gita, because there is no Nirvana before. So Nirvana means moksha. But if somebody asks, is any person can have moksha even at the time of death? Then there is a well-known story in our Bhagavatam which says about Parikshita. that Parikshit was cursed by one Rishi, and he said, okay, you will be killed by one Naga snake after 7 days. And then Parikshit has given up all his kingdom, Hastinapur. And Parikshit was a grandson of Arjuna, that you everybody knows. But having given up all kingdom, he approached Shukamuni, the son of Vedavyasa, and he says, I will die after 7 days. Then Shukamuni laughed. He asked, why you are laughing? Even after 7 days, I will die. Then he says, at least you know, okay, you have still 7 days. But each and every person doesn't know, okay, at what time death will come. And within 7 days, Shuka Muni has given whole Bhagavatam, and having listened this Bhagavatam, Parikshit also get moksha. That antakale apistitva. This is the one example, but still, this is very difficult to get such knowledge at the end of the life. Because at that time, our limb is not working properly, our eyes, our ears. Even though it is written, but it is not that much easy. One has to live a life like this, then only this Brahmi Nishtha or Brahmi Sthiti can come. But still, Bhagavan has given one hope ki if you can have this type of Brahmi Nishtha at the end of life, still you can have moksha. There is a two type of mukti. Sadeha mukti, videha mukti. Videha mukti can be possible while living only. In spite of having Visheshena Deha, Videha, in spite of having Deha, one like Janak Raja was Videha. In spite of having whole his body, he never thinks I am a body. So while living, it's called Videha. But after that body dies, then that person get Deha Mukti. There is a no second birth. We used to chant, no, when sannyasi come, te brahma loki tu paranta kale. That paranta kala means last birth. Sannyasi, if sannyasi is brahma sthiti, brahmi sthiti, then it is the last birth. It's called paranta kale. Or any person, and Shankaracharya ji has given, if person can get brahmi sthiti at the end, then kimu vaktavyam means what to talk about brahmacharya deva sannyasya. If some person has taken sannyasa from brahmachari life, then that person yavat jivam yaha brahmani avatishtate. That person is like a living Brahma. Our Pujya Swamiji was called by many persons, he is a live Brahma. When Swamiji was living, it says he is a live Brahma is moving around. He is called Brahmacharyat Brahmani eva avatishtate. And after, when body goes, that person also Brahma Nirvanam Ruchati. That person will get moksha. Brahma Nirvanam Ruchati. And here, second chapter is over. And is as usual it comes. And this is Om Tat Sat. It is not written by Vedavyasa. This line is written by Madhusudan Saraswati. Because he has given name. This is a Arjuna Vishada Yoga. This is a Sankhya Yoga. This is a Karma Yoga. So in second chapter, Madhusudan Saraswati has written Om Tat Sat iti Srimad Bhagavat Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyo Adhyayah. Om Tat Sat. The meaning of Om is called the name of Ishvara. Avatu. It's Om. There is many meaning. Om has many meaning, but among one is Avatu, Rakshatu. It's called Om. So Paramatma, one who always protects us, is called Om. And that Paramatma also given name Tat. Generally, for all people, Paramatma is always third person. We never say it is around me. It is something goes up our finger. It's called Tat, third person. That Paramatma. What is that Paramatma Swarupa? Sat. The meaning of Sat is ever existing. It's called Om Tat Sat. But the meaning of Om Tat Sat in Sadhu Jagat, it says, when Sadhu says Om Tat Sat, then the lecture is over. Now we start Om Purnamada Purnamidam. But before, if after lecture, if Sadhu says Om Tat Sat, then the lecture is over. It's a Purna. Pujya Swamiji, if you have noticed sometime, he used to tell Om Tat Sat. Not in class, but without class, sometime when he says Om Tat Sat means now over. And if a person asks some question, real sadhu never gives answer because he says, I have already told Om Tat Sat. So it's over, matter is over. So second chapter's Om Tat Sat means this second chapter's matter, Vishaya Vastu, is over, subject matter is over. Two meaning of Om Tat Sat. So one is announcing this topic is over, and Om Tat Sat is the name of Ishvara. And it's written, Srimad Bhagavat Gita, what we are studying, the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita, from where it comes. It says, Upanishatsu. This all subject matter is not away from our Vedanta, Upanishatsu. And somebody may ask, what are the topics of Gita and Upanishad? Then Madhusudan Saraswati says, Brahma Vidya Yoga Shastra. The meaning of Brahma Vidya means knowledge of Brahman or knowledge of Atma. Otherwise, it says knowledge of self is called Brahma Vidya. And Yoga Shastra means Karma Yoga part. So the topic of Gita and Upanishad is only two, either Brahma Vidya or Karma Yoga. This Brahma Vidya and Yoga Shastra topic, how is how it is told by us when it says Krishna Arjun Samvade. It has been both topic have been discussed in the dialogue form between Krishna and Arjuna. And what is the main topic of second chapter? Then it says Sankhya Yoga. The meaning of here, yoga is topic. Here the meaning of yoga is not Patanjali Yoga. Here the meaning of yoga is topic. What is the main topic of second chapter is called Sankhya. The meaning of Sankhya, even I know one time I have discussed, but Samyak Khyayate Buddhihi. Samyak, properly, Khyayate means to teach. The Atma Gnanam, where it has been taught well proper way, it's called Samyak Khyayate Sankhya. So in second chapter, the main topic is from 11 to 35 verse. It's called Samyak Khyayate Sankhya Atma Gnanam. And it is a Dvitiyodhyaya. It is a second chapter. Yesterday I have told, okay, we will see again a summary of second chapter. Total, how many topics we are learned in second chapter. So now we will move in second chapter summary. So in second chapter, there is 4 topic. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this one is 4. First topic is surrender, Sharanagati. It is from 1 to 10 verses. Second topic of second chapter is Gnana Yoga. It has been discussed from 11th verse up to 38. From 39 to 53 is Karma Yoga topic. And from 54 to 72, Sthita Prajna topic. So total 4 topic with verse Bhagavan has discussed. So now we will see one by one all 4 topic what we have seen in total 72 verse. So first topic is surrender or Sharanagati. When Bhagavan has started teaching, first chapter, Bhagavan never started to teach Gita. So why Bhagavan has started? So it says in first chapter we have seen the meaning of samsara is the summing of these 3. One is called ragaha, second one is called shokaha, and third one is called mohaha. Ragaha. These 3 are discussed in first chapter. And Sanjaya says, in Arjuna says, the meaning of ragaha means the problem of attachment, over-attachment. And this attachment may be very from person to person. Somebody likes something, somebody likes others. But ragaha means attachment. And the degree of attachment, that much degree we may have sorrow. The second, the called shokaha, is second ingredient of samsara, the sorrow. We can't think our life to whom we have too much ragaha, too much attachment. Even thinking, if it gives pain, then it's called sorrow. So the degree of raga is 50%, the degree of shoka is also 50%. Both are equally mutually connected. Krupaya paryavishtaha in first is called ragaha, and shokaha means I didn't write, but mukham cha parishusyati, sidanti mama gatrani. All are the manifestation of sorrow in Arjuna's body. And third is called moha. The moha means we lost capacity to discriminate what is right, what is wrong, what is dharma, what is adharma. It's called moha. And Arjuna has all 3. And thus ragaha plus sorrow plus delusion is equal to samsara. If sannyasi has these 3 ingredients, ragaha, sorrow and delusion, then in spite of sannyasi, that sannyasi is samsara. And if householder, gruhasthi, in spite of living with all family members, but if that person doesn't have ragas, dvesha and moha, that person is not samsari. The definition of sansari, that generally always people says, I am married, that's why I am sansari. This is not definition of sansari. The sansari means one who has raga, sorrow and delusion. Attachment, sorrow and delusion is called sansaraha, is the first topic of first chapter. And Arjuna, so what is the beauty of Arjuna? He has accepted that I have these 3. Then he himself admit in the front of Arjuna this well famous shloka of Sharanagati, Karpanya dosho pahatas svabhavaha prachami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yaccheyasyam nishchitam bruhi tanme shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Arjuna has committed, he has said, Karpanya dosha, I have discovered helplessness. I don't know what to do. And he said, Dharma sammuda chetaha. My intellect has no power to distinguish what is dharma, what is adharma. And then he announced, Aham te shishyaha. He said, I am your disciple, Shadimam. You teach me. And if Bhagavan says, why? Then last he says, Tvam prapannam. I surrender to you. And then only one miracle starts, Sarthi becomes Jagat Guru. So that shloka makes Krishna Jagat Guru. So first topic of second chapter is how Krishna becomes Jagat Guru and how Arjuna becomes disciple. To learn, to teach from somewhere, we have to be surrendered. Otherwise, Gnanam doesn't come. So this is the first topic of second chapter. And second topic of second chapter is Gnana Yoga. And it's from 11 to 38 verse. And what topic has been discussed in Gnana Yoga is first, directly Bhagavan has explained to Arjuna what is our real nature. And whenever I say the real nature is always permanent with us. Like what is fire's nature? Coolness is water nature. Saltiness is salt's nature. It never goes away. Same way, what is our real nature? Then Bhagavan says our 6 characteristics, lakshana of Atma, our own real nature, Swarupa is, first one is, Bhagavan says, our real nature is Nityaha. We all are eternal. Nityaha, Natvevaham jatu nasam, Natvam neme janadipaha, Nacheva bhavishyamaha, Sarve vayam atafparam. The meaning is, it is not that they are not before. It is not that they will not be even in future. Means double negative is positive. They are always there. So the nature of Atma is they never killed. Body can be go away. Even mind after Gnanam can go away. But being consciousness is always Nitya. So the nature of Atma, the nature of consciousness is eternal, which is not bound by time. This first characteristics of our own Swarupa. Then second is Satya. Na sato vidyate bhavaha, na bhavo vidyate satah, ubayorapi drashtantah, swanayos tattvadarshibhi. The meaning that consciousness is ever exist. Sat asataha bhavana vidyate and sataha abhavana vidyate. Sat will be always there. It's called Satya. And even if you remember the definition of Satya in Tattva Bodha is Trikale apitishtati. One who is always exist. Our nature is consciousness and that is always exist. It's called Satya. Even being Satya also, that consciousness is not limited. In one place is located, but that consciousness is Sarvagataha, all pervading. Yena sarvamidam tatam. This meaning of tatam is Sarvagataha. Our real nature is we are not limited to our body, mind, sense complex, physical body, but real nature of consciousness is all pervading. Fourth, our trait of Atman is aprameya. Anasheno aprameyasya. Aprameya. Prameya means to be measured, to be seen. But we can see everything except one thing, and this is our own nature. Like I will always give to example, this flashlight. can light up everything. But if we ask to flashlight, can you light up the cell inside sitting in you? Flashlight cannot light up because of that power or cell inside, this flashlight is light up. Same way, that consciousness which is sitting inside, because of that consciousness only, this all five sense organs can do its job. So that five sense organs cannot objectify consciousness. So it is not cannot be objectified by sense organ is called aprameya. I can see, our eyes can see different type of object, but I cannot see the consciousness. Ear can hear different type of sound, but ear cannot hear the sound of consciousness. All are conscious, all five sense organs are conscious because of consciousness. Shrotrasya Shrotras, Pranasya Pranaha, Kenopnishat. It's called Aprameya. Fifth trait or Lakshana is called Akarta, Abhokta. Atma never does any action, is called Akarta. Body does. Our mind does starts thinking, but as a consciousness level, it cannot do any work. And if somebody asks why consciousness cannot do any work, if I ask the space, Avakasha, on the Porbandar, can that space starts thinking, now I am bored living in Porbandar, and let me go to US, let me go to somewhere else. But space cannot move because it's all pervading everywhere. The space in US, that space only, even Porbandar also. Same way, all pervading consciousness need not to do any type of action. It's called akarta. And if a consciousness cannot do any action, then how can it experience? It's called abhokta. Bhokta means we cannot have the result of our own action, need not to experience as a consciousness level. I'm talking about consciousness level. So abhokta means consciousness doesn't have to experience its own papa punya. Because when action does, then papa punya can come. But consciousness is not doing any action, then how can he experience papa punya? It's called abhokta. So fifth trait of our own Swarupa is akarta. We are not doing any action. At the same time, as a consciousness level, it cannot reap any karma phala. Abhokta. And last, the trait of Atma is nirvikara. Nirvikara means it doesn't go any type of modification. Vikar means change. Vikar means modification. Consciousness is not connected with time. That's why it never gets under any type of modification. And which type of modification we have seen in Tattva Bodha, asti, jayate, vardate, viparinamate, apakshayati, vinashyati. To be conceived, jayate, to be born, vardate, to grow, viparinamate, metamorphosis, apakshayate, declining, vinashyati, death. Atma is bereft of all type of modification. It's called Atma is never comes under all type of this type of modification. This is our real nature. It is nice to listen, but it is difficult to assimilate. That's why Bhagavan must have thought for Arjuna, this is little bit high dose. So to understand this Gnana, Bhagavan has again switched over to third topic is Karma Yoga. Because Without Karma Yoga, Gnana Yoga never stays. That's why Bhagavan switch over in third topic. It's called Karma Yoga, and it starts from 39 to 53 verses. And what are the main topic of Karma Yoga? That only I have mentioned. First, Bhagavan has praised Karma Yoga. The praising advertisement of Karma Yoga Bhagavan has done. And he gives three. He praises at three levels. One is Abhikramaha Nashaha Nasti. Neha Bhikama Nashosti. But I have put in proper manner Abhikramaha Nashaha Nasti. There is a no failure. If we initiate Karma Yoga, there is no failure. Shankaracharya is written in Bhashyam, farmer sow the crop, but it may sometime with rain, crop may come, and there is a no rain, then failure also. But such situation is not in Karma Yoga. Whatever we put effort, always we get success. It's called Abhikramaha Nashaha Nasti. Whatever we initiated, there is a no failure. Second thing is Pratyavayo na vidyate. There is a no adverse effect. Sometimes in medicine, we take some medicine and it may give some opposite result. Somebody eat paracetamol, it gives some type of allergy. Such adverse effect is not possible in Karma Yoga. Pratyavayaha na vidyate. And third one is Swalpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. So even if we follow Karma Yoga, Swalpam api, even little bit, but gradually that dharmasya means Karma Yogasya, little bit if we leave the Karma Yoga, then gradually it protects Mahatah Bhayat. A big fear, and big fear is who is written Sansarat Bhayat, because we always afraid of our own different type of emotions. But such Karma Yoga help us from Sansara. So Swalpam api dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. So this is the praising of Karma Yoga. Then another topic Bhagavan is discusses Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. It is very much important in one's life. If we have not decided our goal, then Bahushakha Anantascha Buddhayo Avyavasayina. The meaning of Vyavasayatmika Buddhi means a person who knows all words, object we are sitting outside are not permanent. And if not permanent means all are temporary. That temporary object may be person, object may be object. That object or person cannot give permanent happiness. That understanding can lead where is the permanent happiness. This is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Because whole life in different type of action we have seen Dukha Mishritatvam is whatever karma we do is always fraught with different type of problem. And still after doing so much effort, at last we cannot enjoy our karma. Then we start thinking, if worldly object cannot give permanent happiness, then where would be that permanent happiness? This thinking is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Every and each person should have this type of firm understanding. It's called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Then only Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan Maya Nirveda Maya Mundak Upanishad. And then three main shlokas, verses in Karma Yoga. First one is very well famous. Bhagavan has started Karmani Evavadhikarasya. Total Bhagavan has told in this 4 lines, 4 messages. Our choice with reference to karma only. We can have choice in karma. which type of karma we have to do, we should not to do. That choice is given in karma with reference to karma. Ma phaleshu kadachana. We don't have any type of choice with regard to. This all are 7. Phaleshu. Karmani also 7. For one who knows little bit Sanskrit, this Saptami is called Vishaya Saptami with reference to, with subject to. So with subject to phala, ma adhikaraha. We don't have any choice. Why? That we have discussed. But we don't have any type of choice in phala. And another Bhagavan has told, ma karma phala hetu bhuhu. Karma phala hetu ma bhuhu. Please, you don't consider yourself as a cause of karma phala. Sometimes we claim this good thing, if we have done, is done by me. And if we had not, if something is not coming correctly, then we say it is not done by me. That type of also, ma karma phala hetu bhuhu. And last one is, ma te sangaha akarmani astu. Let you not start thinking, should not do any type of karma. With reference to akarma also, your attachment should not be there. These 4 messages Bhagavan has given in 47th verse. Then in 48th verse, Bhagavan has told how to accept karma phala. Samatvam yoga uchyate. This is the first definition of karma yoga. Samatvam means balanced mind. And how can our mind be balanced? That we have seen. Even it will come in 3rd chapter, but still in Karma Yoga, there is a 2 thing, Karma and Yoga. The meaning of Karma Yoga means in Karma, 2 will come. Action, how to do different type of karma is called action. And another meaning of karma is result of action. Means karma phala, result of action. And yoga means attitude. So proper attitude while doing action and proper attitude even while receiving the result of action. So yoga means to receiving the result of action. If we think whatever comes to me is only a grace of Lord, it is the only prasadam, then this thinking is called yoga. It's called proper attitude and it's called samatvam yoga. If we keep on accepting each and every result of our action as a prasadam, then day will come, our mind stops complaining. Then only it's called samatvam. Whatever be there in my life, it is given by Lord, I have no complaint. Whatever comes, sometimes it is good for me and sometimes it seems it's not good for me, but it comes from Ishvara, then it is good, it's a prasada. This thinking is called yoga. So samatvam yoga uchyate means how can we receive the result of action means Ishwararpan means prasada buddhi. Whatever comes is a prasada. For that person, siddhi asiddhi samaha. If failure comes, of success comes, but he doesn't have a complaint, siddhi asiddhi samatva, samatva yoga uchyate. And how to do action? It's called yoga karma kaushalam. Here also yoga. Here also yoga. So proper attitude. So karma kaushalam. This is also 7/3 means plural. Saptami. Plural. So here it's not saying any location. Here meaning of karma sumit with reference to karma. Vishaya Saptami. So it is called Vishaya Saptami with reference to karma. What type of karma is called kaushalam? So whatever I do, it's not doing even for my family member. Whatever I'm doing, is not doing for my to keep happy my boss, but whatever I do is only for Ishvara. This thinking, proper attitude is called Kaushala. Even sweeper is doing his or her job properly, then it's called yoga. I'm cleaning because I don't. My Ishvara doesn't like any dirty thing. Shuchi. So all the yoga means proper thinking. So karma su kaushalam, and which karma we have seen in detail. So I don't want to go in detail. So yoga karma su kaushalam. If somebody asks, what is the result of karma yoga? So the result of karma yoga is it's give jnana yogyata prapti. Our mind become a ready adhikari, eligible for to gain the knowledge, self-knowledge. Without karma yoga, jnana yoga, next impossible. It can be intellectual exercise, but it cannot be our own jnana. So only karma yoga gives jnana yogyata prapti. This is the third topic of second chapter. And last topic, one who has gained self-knowledge, and after gaining self-knowledge, that person has totally sthita prajna. That prajna means self-knowledge, sthira, always is become steady. That person is called sthita prajnaha, and it is the last topic. It starts from 54th verse up to 72. And Bhagavan has discussed even sthita prajna, two topics. When even I was keep on telling lakshanani of sthita prajna, the traits of sthita prajna, and sadhanani of sadhakas. Lakshanani of Sthita Prajna has been discussed, I think, in 55, 56 and 57 only. And it starts from 70 and 71. In between, only Sadhanani has been discussed. And what are the traits of Sthita Prajna? Then Bhagavan has told, first one is Ichha Tyagaha, no binding desire. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. So Ichha Tyagaha. And Ichha is only which is not non-binding but only binding desire. What we have seen, putreshana, vitteshana, lokeshana, such desire, that tyagaha. Another is atmani eva atmana tushtaha, one who is satisfied with oneself, means that person doesn't require any company to be happy. It's called atmani eva atmana tushtaha. And third one is samatva buddhi. In any type of bhaya ichcha, what is that shloka? Dukkheshu anudvigna manaha sukheshu vigata spruha. Sthita vitaraga bhayakrodha. Means in any situation, that person's mind is balanced. And that person, it's called the traits of Gnani. Then, if we want to become Sthita Prajna, then what we should follow in our life, that also sadhana have been discussed, and it's Indriya Nigraha that we have seen. Indriya Nigraha, Yada Samharte Chaya, which starts from there. Then Mano Nigraha, Dhyato Vishayan Pumsa Sangasteshu. And Nididhyasan is discussed in two ways. Yukta Asit Matparaha. So Indriya Nigraha is called Damaha. Mano Nigraha is called Shamaha. And Nididhyasana means to rethink of self-knowledge. Aham nirvikalpaha, what type of thinking? So all the impression we are trying to get out from our mind, and we are putting new. The Nididhyasana, it says, it helps to convert our intellectual knowledge in emotional strength. Because Nididhyasan helps whatever inside our intellect, it resides in our in our mind. Problem always has mind only. Buddhi doesn't have any type of problem. So more and more Nididhyasana, more and more old impressions regarding body mind will go, and new sanskara, new impression, what we have learned, like aprameyaha, nityaha, satyaha, nirvikaraha, aham, we keep on thinking it's called Nididhyasana. And last we have seen apuryamanam machalam pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat. In this, today just I have got apuryamanam means full. A person is full, ocean is full. Same way, sthita pragna or one who is atmagnan, that person is also full. Such person doesn't have any type of desire. That's why even in the beginning of sthita pragna, prajahati yada kama. Same way, achalam pratishtam, even apuryamana, being full, is called atmani eva atmana tushta. That person doesn't need any company. Ocean is satisfied with its own water. It never depends on river or rain. Same way, atmani eva atmana tushtaha and achalam pratishtam. Bhagavan has used for ocean another adjective, and achalam pratishtam means whatever comes. Even in India, they pour it out. Factories gutter inside the ocean. At that time also, ocean is achalam pratishtam. It doesn't have any type of complaint. Same way, atmagnani also samatva buddhi. Whatever, dukheshu anadvigna manaha, dukheshu vigata spruha. This is called sthita pragnasya lakshanani. And today we have seen last two verses, Esha Brahmi vihaya kamanya sarvan. So in this way, second chapter is over. From next time, we will start third chapter. Any question regarding second chapter now? After long time. No,
Yes. Been so busy. It's like crazy. Too many visitors.
yeah, in India is always like that. Any question regarding second chapter?
I think I joined in the correct class.
Everything, yeah. Everything is summarized. So it's good for you. No question, questioner? No question, Shalini, no?
No, Swamiji. Thank you.
Okay.
I am Anita. Actually, then actual Gita will start from 7th shloka.
11th shloka.
7th, 11th.
11th, yeah. Ashocyanan Vashochyanan. Updesha will start from 11th verse. Pragnapadanscha bhashase gathaso nagathaso nanu shochanti pandita. Updesha starts from 11th.
Okay.
Surrender shloka comes is 7th. Then only Bhagavan starts thinking, now I should teach. Without surrender, Bhagavan never teach.
Okay. Then, sir.
Yes, that's interesting, Swaminiji. The question that Anita ji asked. I think Ramanujacharya and others say that the Gita really starts in the 7th verse
No?
because the surrender is so important to them. And Vivekananda and others say the Gita really, you have to understand Gita, you go to verse 2 and 3. Second chapter, second verse and third verse.
Oh.
Where because it says, Lord Krishna actually starts in verse 2. Klaibyam masma gamah partha, like that he says, give up this faint-heartedness. So Vivekananda says, you need to give up this faint-heartedness. we have been weak for a long time. We need to wake up.
Even Shankaracharyaji's Bhashyam starts from 11th verse of 2nd chapter.
Right.
Even first chapter, he never, even not a single word. And even second chapter, 1 to 11, there is a no Bhashyam. That's why it's a different Shastra.
Nice summary, Swamiji. That grouping of verses, surrender and the highest truth, and then everything else is amazing.
Really speaking, it says if one knows the second chapter, by assimilating, there is no need of third chapter. Everything is coming in second chapter. But our mind is not prepared. That's why Bhagavat. Huh? Your huh?
It's very interesting to know one does the top-down approach.
Yeah.
Highest truth first.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Swaminiji, the second chapter from verse 11 onwards
Yeah.
till the end, I think the Buddhist will, because it doesn't explicitly bring Ishvara in,
Even
but you know, when you mention Karma Yoga, though, we always bring Ishvara in the Karma Yoga.
Yeah, Jnana Yoga also is not to know. For them, meditation is everything.
yeah.
And so there's no concept of Jnana over there.
For us, meditation is one type of instrument. It is not the ultimate gnanam. We are using meditation to keep our mind calm, to keep our mind cool. To change our thought process, we are using meditation. We never think through meditation we can.
And also Vidyasana. Correct. I think, yes. Like Swamiji says, without knowing, what are you going to meditate on?
Yeah, without knowing what to do. The Buddhists say always vipassana. I don't know, but what they will do in vipassana.
I mean, they have their own teaching, though, I think, right? I mean, it's.
But what they are teaching, that discipline is very nice. If we follow that discipline, then it is very nice. Our life.
Right. I mean, they have the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. The Eightfold Path is sort of equivalent to Karma Yoga, which is Yoga Shastra.
Yeah. If we follow those paths, no, then Gnanam is very easy. It will come. Jnanam will come.
Jnana Yogyata will come.
Yeah. Now, by following these 8 paths, then Gnana Yogyata, we are 100% Gnana Yogya. Then even one sentence of Gnanam, no, it is good enough.
Yes.
That's what Swami used to.
You're like a dry twig.
Yeah. So it takes time to make a pool. When pool is ready, then it's very easy to walk over. So Karma Yoga is making a pool with one bridge. Then it's one bridge is complete, no? Then easy to walk over. Tattvamasi, then it's very easy.
Yes.
I heard somewhere Swami Vivekanandaji says, you know, the Buddhists, they are so strict, they don't even accept the divine grace. You know, they want to do it without any grace.
That's why they have so much problem. No? Sometimes they confuse.
Yeah.
So, but it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, very difficult.
Yeah.
Because, here you're gaining some knowledge and then you're applying that, you're calming your mind, whatever. I mean, it's a cyclical process. There to have that kind of discipline without knowing why, I mean, just using your will, that's going to be very difficult.
Difficult, yeah. Without Ishvara, no, that is very difficult.
Yes, exactly.
Very difficult. Shall we do Purnamada? For second chapter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari
Hari
Om.
Om. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you